Hello, soulmates. I'm super excited to be doing this live interview. It'll be with Bella Dos, which is a Latina girl group. Super excited. We're just waiting for them to join this live. So I'm just going to do my little setup routine and yeah, super excited. I hope everyone's doing so well. I hope you guys are just excited as I am for this interview. I know I keep saying I'm excited, but I'm just really excited. You know what I mean? So period. I'm just going to set her up and we're going to wait for the girls to join the live. So just give it like a couple of seconds, okay? Hope everyone's doing well. If you have any questions that you want to ask the girls, there is a question box in the bottom right hand corner that you can ask questions at the end of the interview. I'll be going through that question box thing and going through whatever questions you guys may or may not be having. Just gonna set this up. Awesome. Okay. And, oh my god, guys, I'm so excited. Yay. Oh my god, hi Bella Dos. I'm fangirling right now. I've been so excited to do this interview for real. So thank you so much for taking the time to do this. I'm like so excited. Well, I hope you guys are doing well. I do have some questions here for you. Obviously, it's an interview. So yeah, I guess we'll just jump into it. I really want to give you guys a chance to really brag about yourselves and tell everybody, you know, who you are, what it is that you do, and just all the fun things that, you know, just brag about yourself. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let you do your thing.
Well, we're the world's first Latin bilingual girl group. We dance, and we sing in both English and Spanish, and we love to incorporate both cultures because we are American born. So born, but we're all from different countries. Is.
I'm Dominican.
I'm Cuban.
Nice.
I'm Puerto Rican, Colombian, and Chilean.
And I'm Dominican.
So yeah, we really like to, you know, have a little bit of that flavor, that sauce in there, but also American as well. And yeah, definitely. And that's Bella Dos.
Period. You know, I love the flavor. Let's talk about the flavor, a little bit of sazon in there, okay? Because the music industry would literally be nothing without the flavor, okay? And also, Puerto Rican in the house. Love my island, but I also love all the Latin islands. And I think it's so cool that you guys, like, collectively just represent so many Latin countries, which I've never seen before. So just a huge appreciation. And I think that's just why so many people love you. You guys are just so well-rounded in the Latin culture. So it's just such a huge deal. And I'm just so hyped. And I guess I want to just kind of jump into it and really wanted to dive in, like, why did you pick Bella Dos, and what are some of the biggest highlights working in a girl group?
Yes, so the name Bella Dos actually came from Vicky Curiel. She's the one who had the idea to formulate the girl group.
Oh, cool.
She thought one day, she gave a couple of weeks, she's like, okay guys, you guys can think of a name for yourselves. But it's actually really hard when you think about it to name yourself. Like, what is that name?
What is
That's
that?
gonna by us forever. Yeah, so it was really hard. We're thinking, and we couldn't think of anything. And then one day she just walked in the room and she's like, Bella Dos. And we're like, I like that, Bella Dos. And yeah, it just means fair share in Italian and a dose of beauty.
Okay, I see that. A dose of beauty.
No, when I was doing my little research, because, you know, I had to dig, I really loved the meaning, and that's why I wanted you guys to emphasize the meaning of it for people who didn't know, because I just feel like it is a dose of beauty, but not just because of physical looks, just like personality, the music, the work ethic, everything. So I really love that name, and I'm so glad that now people understand. And I wanted to know, because, like, I represent, because I'm also an A&R, so I represent an artist, but she's also one of my best friends. So I know what it's like working with my best friend. I was just wanted to know, like, working as a girl group with your girls, your sisters, like, what's it like? What are, like, the most fun things about working together?
I mean, everything is fun. I think I can't say like, oh my god, there's like this one specific thing, but like
every part is so fun. Like doing photo shoots is so nice because it's like sometimes you don't know what pose, but like we have each. Oh, you should do this pose, or you do this, or even writing music. Like we just can have each other to bounce off of and like have experiences. Like so, writing music, photo shoots, music videos. Like when each girl's doing her part, like recording a part of her music video, we're like, get her on the back, like we're all.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like,
that's so cool.
It's literally so much fun. It's literally working with your best friends and just having fun, and everywhere you go is a good time.
And it's like girl time. We live together, literally, so we're just always together.
That's so dope. And let's just talk about the pictures, okay? Because y'all be serving every single time. Like, individually and then as a group, I'm just like, I'm trying to get up on my picture game, but, like, nothing on y'all, though. Like, the TikToks, the pictures, and everything. You guys need to do a tutorial. Like, you need to make a YouTube page and just break down the process because I would watch.
No, yeah, we literally just, I think, all of us individually even just found how we like our photos. Like we're like, oh, Jenni's my girl. She takes a lot of my photos. I'm like, hey.
Yes.
You know, like it's just like we all like know each other. Like, oh, this is a perfect photo for you to take. And then like with the group photos, it is so hard because we don't have people taking photos of us all the time.
Right.
So how to do timer. We're like, okay, we gotta figure out how to do like group photos and make it look creative.
Like, what could be cool, which angles, something different.
So just out of curiosity, like how do you guys, because you also have like such unique styles to each other, but also complement each other at the same time. And I know like for some artists that I represent, like they'll struggle with that or like just themes or whatever. So what's like a piece of advice you can give when styling like yourself and then styling yourself for like a photo, if that makes sense?
I think it's really learning about what your body feels good in and how you feel. Like it's all about feeling confident in what you wear. Even like with things you like let's say different colors that you like or different styles that you like, different fabrics that you like. It's all about how you feel in your own body and your own skin, and that's what beauty of your fashion style.
And don't be afraid to step out the box. You know, start a trend. You know, start that thing, girl.
Okay. No, you guys have such great styles. Like, I'm obviously fangirling because I remember I reached out to your manager for this interview and I never thought in a million years that I would get a response, and then I did. I was like, oh my god, guys, you're never gonna believe who's gonna be on the cover. So I really hope you guys like the issue. Like my team did, like they put their heart and soul into this because they knew Hispanic Heritage Month meant so much to me. So I really hope you guys like the issue.
You guys did amazing, and I love the countdowns you guys did. It was awesome.
Yay! I'm so glad. Yay! Okay, so I know what I admire about you guys, but I was just wondering, like, what are the things that you admire about each other that motivate you guys?
Ooh, kitty's fun. Okay, I'm gonna start. Jenni, I love how energetic and just how happy she is all the time. Oh my god, I love that. I'm like, girl, I want what you're having. Melany, I love how sweet and her aura is just bright. Like, what's that Ariana Grande song? You always my aura. Yes. Brianna, I love how strong she is and how she's just like, I know what I want, so I'm gonna go get it.
Period.
For me, I mean, I feel like it's gonna kind of be the same thing, but I think Jenni's energy, like, no matter what, she wakes up at 6 in the morning, she's like, hey guys, how are we doing? Like, what are we having today? Like, oh, it's so much fun. And like, I think she helps me wake up in the morning because if not, I hate the morning. So thank you, Jenni. And then same thing with Melany. Like, Melany has the sweetest, and like, the thing is, she's my crier. She's my go-to cry girl, if that makes sense. Like, and we're the girls that she gets in my feels. Like, I always have, she's my shoulder, okay? So, in my shoulder. And then same thing with Thais. Like, Thais is just, but you know what? A lot of people say, oh my god, like Thais looks so fierce, but like she's so shy.
Really?
The most shy.
I do not get that at all from any of you.
I know.
When I'm the shyest.
She's the most girl you probably will ever meet. Like, I literally first met her the first time, and she's just like, hi. I'm like, hi. Energetic as well. I'm just like, hey. So I just admire how like she steps out of her box when she performs. Like it's so crazy. Like Thais stage Thais and then off stage Thais are two different people. So like the presence is amazing. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
That's so dope.
I think for me, Jenni's energy is insane, but she also like makes schedules for everything, and I really like admire that because I'm like, oh, I want to be as scheduled as her because she makes literally a schedule for like the whole day.
You and I have so much in common, girl, because I do the same thing and I be up so early. Literally.
Say, oh, we're gonna get up at 5. She's like, okay, I'm gonna get up at 4, and we're like, okay.
Literally me.
For Thais, she gives such good advice. I feel like all of them give great advice. It really depends, but Thais really knows how to like speak on like certain things, and I'm like, okay, queen. Like always helps all of us out like with everything. And then so strong, and she's so out there, and I love how outgoing she is with everybody. Like it's so amazing just to see how she like communicates with others, and like how she's so like, you know, open with her personality. It's really great. So.
Right. I love the energy in the room.
But I feel like Melany's super sweet. She's always so kind. And then Brie to me is like a little energy ball too. I feel like she's always like talking and like very energetic. Like, okay, what do we like very like outgoing. Me and Jenni are like the for sure in the group.
Me and Thais are like
introvert, extrovert. And same with Thais too. I feel like I can talk to her about anything. She gives amazing advice. I love all these girls.
That's so great. It's so great that you got, because sometimes I feel like girls in the music industry or just in the arts in general are so catty towards each other. So it is so nice. The fact that all y'all said yes at the same time is really crazy. So you know what I mean? Like, it's just so great to see you guys so supportive and just like, you guys have so much love for each other, and I love that. It's like, give yourselves a round of applause, because that's such a great energy to keep for yourselves in that group, especially like with ego involved and like so much pressure from different kinds of directions. So that's on period. I love you guys. Is there like an artist or a group, like a girl group, guy group, that like influences that energy and that work ethic and just like your sound overall?
Yeah, I mean, we love Destiny's Child. We love Spice Girls.
Oh, I see that.
Pussycat Dolls, like those are like our like I think top 3. And like even Danity Kane, like we channel them so much when we're doing our music and our harmonies, like, and Boys to Men as well. Like we really channel them when we do our singing videos and everything.
And that's so fire. And speaking of your music and the influences, I'm obsessed with your project Suelta. Like, especially the first song Suelta. It's like probably one of my favorites, and I'm so obsessed. And I see the vision. I feel like I could play it in the beginning of the day when I start my morning off at, well, I don't get up at 6 a.m., but like 8 a.m. And I'm like working out and I'm doing my thing, or if I'm getting ready to go out to the club with my girls. And I just wanted to know, like, what was the creation process in like the studio, songwriting, even marketing? Like, what was just the whole vision behind that?
For Suelta, honestly, Suelta came about really quick. I feel like very just like, oh, we need a perreo. We need something to dance to. We need something to vibe to. They're like, oh, okay, let's just start writing. And the verses came so easy, so quick.
Really?
Okay. And you're like, talk about having a good time with your girls and just like, let's go out. Like, we don't read enough about that either. So we were like, it was kind of a challenge in a way, because it was like something different for us, and we were like, ooh, exciting. Like, it was really fun.
That's so cool. No, I could tell y'all had so much fun with that project, because it made me have fun. So like, I just hope you know that like your energy translates into your music and like your personality and stuff like that. And I also wanted to know about the 2 specific songs, Luna and Una Niña. Like, I know I've like I studied like the lyrics and I kind of like read other interviews, but I wanted to know from like your perspectives if you could break down those like 2 songs.
Yes. Actually, when it comes to Una Niña, that one we were in the studio and we because usually sometimes we'll just listen to the beat and then the lyrics will come. So we were listening to the guitar and we're like, okay, so we need to write about something. Like what? I don't know, maybe something more sentimental.
Yeah.
So the girls were saying, we're like, oh, why don't we write about, you know, if it's okay, like about your experience, so many people could relate to it. Because when I was younger, I lost my father at 6. So the song actually that, like losing someone at a young age. So I feel very connected to that song because when people listen to it that have gone through similar situations, I would want them to feel comfort with listening to the song. So that one's very close to me when it comes to Una Niña. And then Luna is about, who's saying it good?
Forbidden love.
Yeah.
Well,
actually, how that came up, Luna, we were in the studio and we were like, we want to do something different. Let's do bachata. And then Melany had
a poem, and I wrote a poem about the sun and the moon, and it was about kind of like how the sun and the moon loved each other so much, but they couldn't physically be together. You know, obviously because they're apart. So it's talking about love and how they literally die for each other every night because one comes up and the other one comes up during the day and one comes up during the night. So we compared it to love, and then that's how Luna came about, and that's what Luna's about.
Yeah. Oh my girl, tell me you get into poetry. You should write like a whole book. Wait, do you have like a favorite poet out right now?
My favorite poet out right now? That's a great question.
Or do you have a poet that kind of like inspires you or like kind of got you into poetry?
I actually don't. I really don't, but I love just reading poetry in general. Like, I love reading anonymous poetry as well, and I just love, Edgar Allan Poe's a great poet.
Yeah. True.
That's actually how I in school because we had projects on him, and that's how I started writing poetry because I had to write a poem about Edgar Allan Poe.
Right.
So I feel like he inspired me to be a poet. But
that's so cool.
Just all kinds of poetry for sure.
I think because based off of like the song and now knowing it's based off of a poem and it's such like a deep meaning to it, I think you should look up Rupi Kaur. She was like, so yes, I am obsessed with her. I have like all her books.
Yeah, she's so good. I love her.
Yeah, so that would be something really cool for you to check out, and you should come up with a poetry book, girl. Like, hello. That would be fire.
No, yeah, Melany always has her little poetry books, and she's always writing her journal. I don't know how she does. I could never write in a journal. I have so many thoughts, I wouldn't know how to put it down.
I mean, you know, I tried to get into journaling. I just don't have the patience, and maybe that's just a New Yorker in me. Like, it's just so go, go, go. But you know what I do, and I think it really helps me stay focused. So for all my artists, CEOs, whatever you do in the live, I start off, I write every night. I write the things that I'm thankful for, my manifestations, and like the top 3 things I want to get done the next day. And that really helps me, you know, helps me stay centered and whatever, you know what I mean? Right?
I'm getting a book right now. You know, we started today.
Okay, yeah, but writing in a whole journal, I can't do that. I got no patience for that. I just could be going and ranting for like hours. That's just too much for me. But I also wanted to really touch on your single, She. And it's so funny because I know it's about, you know, anxiety and experiencing that. And I've recently been experiencing so much anxiety. And I feel listening to that song just kind of like made me feel better that like other people are going through the same thing. Not that I'm happy that y'all are going through anxiety, but you know what I mean? So I was just wondering, like,
that's literally our goal.
Yes. And I was wondering, like, one, how do you really deal with anxiety, like, on a daily basis? Because I know being an artist and then a girl group on top of that is so difficult.
I feel like the real answer is you can't deal with it, if that makes sense. And I feel like even kind of talked about it, so it's like you know it's there and you can't really push it away. So it's kind of like realizing that you're having this and kind of accepting the emotion so you can get through it, if that makes sense. At least that's how I do it, because it's like, because for me, if I dwell in it more, if I like sit in my feelings more, then I'm like, I get more deeper and it's harder to dig myself out of it. So sometimes I have to like, it's okay to like let yourself like cry, like let yourself feel those emotions, but like you have to realize you will soon get out of it, like or even just you go through it and you figure it out. You can like, it's life. It's literally how life is. Like life is not a guaranteed with anything you do. So it's like, even with music, like, sometimes we're like, oh my God, like, we wish that like, this video would go viral. But it's like, we can't, like, put pressure on it. We just got to realize it's going to happen in its own time. Yeah, you know what I mean? Not stress yourself out and, like, just thank God that you're living and, like, that you woke up today.
Yeah. And I think some ways to cope also are, like, this may sound weird, but counting your breaths at least helps for me. You know, just breathing and taking in breaths, literally counting them like 1, 2, 3 in, 1, 2, 3. Going out for a walk, just admiring nature, admiring beauty, to just, you know, just catch yourself again and just really, really like be present in the moment and just completely focus on something else.
For me, it's like air driven. I feel like I have to like do an activity that I enjoy. Like, let's say I'll put on a face mask, you know, like I'll put on some whitening strips for my teeth. Self-care tips that like basically calm me down and basically are like, okay, like I'm practicing how to love myself and how to, you know, deal with this emotion and deal with what I'm dealing with right now.
Right.
I feel like it might sound cliche too, but for me, when I'm like in situations where I feel anxiety or just like in general, a lot of times I tend to like go towards prayer, and I feel like that really helps me too. And then the walking out, that really does help too, like going out, enjoying nature, really just like taking a deep breath and just like seeing like how beautiful everything is in life. And like that.
No, those are great tips, and I hope everybody was taking notes, because I was. For real, like, I think anxiety, because you care about something so much, you just want it to succeed. So obviously you're going to get anxious. And I think I just recently graduated school, so it's like even more pressure, like, oh my God, I'm an adult, kind of, sort of. You know what I mean? So it's just the anxiety be getting here. I need to be all the way down here. So I appreciate you guys each giving advice and, you know, taking notes, period. And I hope that you guys don't let the anxiety ever get to you too much, because you guys are so great, and I'm just waiting for when you're at the Grammys so I can be like, oh my God, you know, I interviewed them like not too long ago. That's wild. Literally. But I was just curious, because your project Sweat, that's all in Spanish, but this song is in English. So I was just wondering, like, what made you go the English route for the song?
Well, I think the plan has always been to like do Spanglish, like do Spanish and English at the same time. It just kind of happened that way, that we're like, oh, you know what? Let's put a little Spanish project out. Like that's what we've been making lately. And I feel it's always been the plan to do both. So you're definitely going to see more of both, because earlier on we actually we would only drop English records, which was Comfortable, Eyes on You, What About Me. So, like, it's just what we're feeling in the moment.
Which also all had kind of like a sprinkle of Spanish in it.
Right, like little Spanish words.
Yeah, I believe.
To like merge it, because we are American and Latin.
Yeah. Right. Okay, and so how do you, I mean, I guess you kind of already answered the question how you manage it. So, like, I guess my next question for that is, because there are probably so many other artists that are trying to do the same thing, and I feel like it's hard sometimes because you want to cater to both audiences, but sometimes one may feel more than the other. So because I feel like you guys are managing it so well, what's a piece of advice you can give to artists who are trying to do the same thing right now?
I would say just be authentic in everything you do, and if it feels right, go for it. Like, you don't have to put up a front or act like you're somebody you're not. So just do what feels right for you and be authentic to yourself, because at the end of the day, people are gonna like you for you.
Yeah.
And if they don't, they don't.
They don't.
You know?
Right.
I think our fans appreciate that we're just like who we are, and like the girls will just say Spanish words here and there, or we'll like say English words here and there, and I think our fans like when they hear us like change and be different and just be who we are.
Right. Is there any artists like English, Spanish, or Spanglish, both, that you would want to kind of like collaborate with in the future?
So many.
Ariana Grande's one.
Yeah, I see that.
Who else?
Romeo Santos for bachata.
Yankee.
Yeah.
Doja Cat.
Yeah.
Okay, Doja Cat. She's so hot right now too. She's like all over the place.
literally love her. I've loved her since she did the cow song.
Yes,
from like,
literally.
I was obsessed.
No, she's so dope. I love her. That's cool. It's cool. So, because like, I think the great thing about social media, because I really discovered you guys from TikTok. I saw one video and I was like, who is this? And then I kind of like dug more into it. So that's why I discovered y'all. And I just feel like during quarantine, all that stuff, like TikTok has really taken off and has really changed the face of the music industry. And you guys have really taken great advantage of it. So I was just wondering, like, how do you feel platforms like Instagram and TikTok have helped you grow your fan base, especially during COVID?
Oh my God, I think that's when we gained the most. COVID is when we got 1 million followers, and COVID helped us reach such a wide range of people, like people from the other side of the world just like saying I love you, and then another side of the world saying I love you. Like it was crazy how social media shows you
social media is insane. Like you could reach so many people.
And I don't think we even realized how big TikTok was and like how easy in a way, like it was just like overnight kind of thing. We were like, oh my God, we got so many people. Like it was insane. It was crazy, and we appreciate it so much because of TikTok, people know who we are, and we had our viral song on, a little TikTok challenge that like got a lot of recognition, and we think we're so happy for it. Like so happy.
And who's the social media guru in the group, or is it just kind of like all y'all that work together?
The what? I'm
sorry.
sorry.
The social media like guru, like who's like the brains behind the operation? I had a feeling it was you.
I literally, because I've been doing social media since I was a young girl. Like when I was younger, when I was like around 9, I actually used to do YouTube, and I loved it, and I like loved YouTube, and I loved like deep diving into social media and how to really like show yourself. And I think that's something I was so excited because we're 4 different girls, 4 different looks that people connect to, and I think that's such a cool way of people seeing, and they're like, oh, I like her, I like her, and I like her, and I was so excited, and like I got to like help this.
That's so cool. So where do you get your ideas from for TikTok? Because literally I feel like I just be running out of ideas.
Oh, girl. We do too.
Oh, so I'm not the only one. Okay, that makes me feel better.
It's a lot of brainstorming for sure. So we all come collectively to come up with ideas. Like, what do you think will call people's attention? So like, we think of like putting different texts or different styles of things, and
we also like to incorporate everything like with girl group related content.
Yeah.
Because we're a girl group, we want people to love us and be like, oh my God, wait, they're Latinas, they're a girl group, hold up. So we really try to incorporate like being a girl group into every video.
Yeah, we make. Right. Like we release like singing TikToks, and we'll do like some, really showcase our talents and like everything that it is to be a girl group.
That's so fire. No, you guys do such a great job. It's like I never get bored with your TikToks, and sometimes like some things are similar to others, but like I never get bored, and I love that because I feel like some other accounts are just like, okay, I get it, like you do this, that's great for you, girl, but do you do anything else? You know what I mean? So no, I think you guys do such a great job, and it's definitely an inspiration for me, especially because it's just like I kind of like help artists develop, especially with marketing, but I don't really do it for myself, which is so bad. So
you know what, we feel you because we're like, oh yeah, social media, but we don't even like doing social media ourselves. We appreciate it and we love it, but like sometimes we just wish we didn't have to post about everything, and we just like we love sitting home, and we're like we'll log off our phones and not even be on our phones, and we just talk, and we're such homebodies too. Like we just like hanging out.
Me.
So, like, post. We're gonna do this. We're like, oh my God.
Yeah. Literally. So where do you guys like? Okay, 2 questions. Pause. The first one is, where do you find your motivation to get up and spend the day doing TikToks? Because TikTok can also be very irritating. Beating your face, getting dressed, taking pictures. It's hot outside. Like, where do you find the motivation for that?
Like we all really like
push each other. Like, you know, if one of us are like, oh my God, like, we got it, like, we're like, it's okay, we got this. We, you know, like, even sometimes we'll record a video like 60 times, but like, we're like, it's okay. Like, we'll take like a little breather and then we'll be like, okay, let's get back to the video. And then, you know, we just keep going. But we really keep each other strong for sure. We keep each other motivated, and we just encourage each other and motivate each other.
That's so cool. And so what's like a piece of advice that you can give for people just kind of like building their platform?
Be consistent.
Yeah,
yes,
just
consistency.
Literally. And also too, I feel like a really big thing people don't always talk about is like, just keep going. Like, if this video didn't get enough views, it's okay. It's gonna like, you're gonna get your like time, if that makes sense. Like, for us, it wasn't an overnight thing. It was like gradually, like, so just keep posting, and if it didn't get views, you know what, you're like, whatever, it's just social media, like, in a way. So you just like live your life and have fun with it. Like, have fun. When we're doing our videos, we have fun. Like, we're like, okay.
Yeah, no, I can so tell, like, just the energy from you guys. Like, I'm such a big person on energy. It's just, you know, like, especially I feel like in the music industry, like, energy is so important. And it's just, I feel that energy from you guys. So I'm so glad that we're doing a live interview so that I can feel it a little more. I know we're not meeting in person, but, you know, I feel a little closer. You know what I mean? And I know I keep talking about this, but I really just, I'm a huge advocate for Latina pride. Like, for real, I wouldn't be who I am without my culture. And like I said before, I love that you have so many influences from different kinds of Latin cultures. On top of that, y'all are from Miami, so even more Latin culture, more modernized. And I just wanted to know, like, how has your culture and hometown influence your style of music? Not like so in the front, like the music itself, but like the style of like your lyrics and like your dancing and your style and your fashion, your music videos. Like, how has your culture just influenced all of that?
Yeah, I feel growing up Dominican, and I know even like Cuban, Puerto Rican, all our cultures together, in our families, I already know because I know their parents as well. Like, we grew up just dancing with merengue, bachata, salsa, all types of Latin music in the house every day. So I feel like that really influenced us when it comes to like our dancing and even the music that we make. Even some slang words like that I say in Dominican, like in slang, the way that Dominicans talk, I feel like does influence the lyrics as well when we write in Latin. You know, her culture, her as well. Just all together, a melting pot is really what makes Bella Dos and is like the main influence with the Latin culture and the American.
Right. And just out of curiosity, because I know some languages, like I know Spanish, but like some in like different countries have different meanings for different words. How do you get around that? Like, I know like Dominicans will say something differently than Puerto Ricans and Cubans and whatever. So like, what do you like stick to one Spanish vibe, I guess, in a sense?
No, honestly, I feel like we all stay very true to like our cultures. If one of us like hears something different, we're like, no, this means this. The other one is like, no, it means this. And we actually learn something new every single day for sure. Like, we're learning from each other, and we just learn different stuff about our different cultures. So it's really cool because we're able to mix all of that. And once we continue to learn, like, we just put that into our art. So it's really cool.
Got you. Okay, and who's the choreographer? I'm so curious. Okay, no, the choreography be so on point. Question for you, like, what, I guess, do you have like a dance you kind of look up to? Like, how do you choreograph for like 4 girls? That's a lot.
I know Julian is obsessed with Destiny's Child.
Yes,
I know he loves Destiny's Child, and that's something that he really loves to like kind of put in our music, and I mean put in our dancing and everything. And like, he likes to do things that we love in a way. Like, he's like, you guys like this? And we're like, yes, we love it. Like, I don't know, Julian's amazing.
He's very perfect. J-Lo, like, he loves that hardcore, Beyonce, like, Beyonce. He definitely puts us to work.
Yeah. You know, at first I thought you said Jenni, so by you I meant he. Now I know. Julian is his name?
Yes.
Okay. Did he like, where did you find him?
I've known him since I was 8.
Okay.
A dance school, and he was one of the teachers there, and I was obsessed with him. I thought he was amazing, and I loved him, and I loved his energy. His energy is amazing.
Oh, yes.
It's like so pure. And so I was just like, oh, like we became friends, and we were like friends for years, and then the girls came along, and then I was just like, I have this really little girl.
No, that's so cool. Oh my God. So does he like go on tour? I mean, I don't know if you guys have gone on tour already, but he'll like choreograph like all your stuff, your music videos, like everything.
Yeah, he's been he's been to Amsterdam. He went to Korea, Puerto Rico, Dubai. Did he go to Dubai? No. Dominican Republic. Like he's been everywhere.
Yeah, with us literally.
Okay, I know he has such a great time.
Yes.
No, I could see him having a great time. Oh my God. Okay, so cool. Julian, shout out to you. Shout out to your manager, PR, everything. Don't you just love when you have a great team behind you and they just kind of like...
The most important.
It is the most important.
Yeah. No, that's so dope. Awesome. So, I mean, it sounds like you've been to so many different countries already, but what are some, like... Is there a country that you want to visit so badly, like touring, like so bad, like hands down, bucket list?
I mean, this is just like I just want to go there just to be there. I love Greece, and I've always wanted to go to Greece. That's a dream place to be. And then also a new one is Bali.
Oh.
Ooh.
I've been wanting to go to Bali, so.
I can't wait till we tour Asia.
Oh,
yes.
That's going to be so fire.
Amazing.
I know. We got a little taste of Korea, and it was amazing.
No,
it was amazing.
We're so obsessed. We can't wait to go back. All we talk about is Korea.
I know, literally.
What were you guys in Korea for?
We actually collabed with a few artists. We collabed with
Fire.
hip-hop boy band, VAV. So videos out there too, and we were just making connections, doing music.
We actually performed in the streets as well.
Yes,
they call it busking.
Yes,
So like a thing out there. Like you just perform.
It's really
in the
big out
streets.
there.
So yeah.
And we didn't know that you had to have a permit, so we just went and performed.
Yeah.
And the cops came and they were like, "What you doing?" And we're like, "Performing." They're like, "Okay." They're like, "Okay, well, you're not really supposed to." And we're like, and they're like, "Okay." First song. They're like,
yeah, they were so sweet.
Listen, girls, we could get away with anything. I'm just gonna leave it right there.
For
If
real.
you know how to work it, girl, work it. There's nothing wrong with that. And anyone can fight me in the comments. Period. No, but that's really fire that you got to collaborate and then just travel at the same time. Greece, yes, definitely. And so on top of traveling to different countries countries that you've already visited, what are like from your own countries, if you've been there before, like what are some of like your favorite things about your countries? Because I've never been to Chile, Honduras. I've never been there, so please, like, let me live through you a little bit.
Okay. I haven't been in a long time to Honduras, but I remember loving the people in general. Like they were just so sweet. I was like, oh my God, everybody is so sweet. I haven't been in so long, but I love that, and I love the food. Oh my God, baleadas, like every morning. It was incredible. Same thing with Cuba, actually. Yeah. Oh my God, the people were so sweet. The food was incredible. I love how safe Cuba felt for some reason. Like,
Right.
you could walk out the street and you knew your neighbor, you knew this one, you knew fulanito de tal, everyone, and you're just like, hey, what's up?
I love that.
Yeah.
I think my favorite thing about Puerto Rico is visiting my family and being in El Campo there. It's so much fun. Like the food, the music, just seeing the chickens running around. Like it's so nostalgic for sure because I've been going since I was a little girl. Beaches, oh my gosh, I love Puerto Rican beaches for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Their food too. Oh my gosh, the mountains. Like just doing a barbecue out of the mountains. So much fun for sure. The traffic is about
crazy, but
literally, and I feel like they don't believe in street signs.
no.
So like, unless you have a GPS or a local with you, you're gonna be so lost. And can we talk about the chickens, bro? There's so many chickens. Like, I've never seen so many chickens in my life. And when I went this past summer, I was like, where are all the chickens coming from? Like, they're like little ganglings of their own, just like running whatever. I'm just like, mad chickens in the street.
And then Chile, I love being in El Campo too because my family has like a few little houses out in like El Campo. Like my grandma's siblings have like their little houses like together, so it's really cute. Every time we go and just have a good time, eat together, party together. So that's one of my favorite things.
Oh, I love that.
Jenni are both from Dominican Republic, so
yeah,
we're probably on the same thing.
I would say for me, one of the things that I love about being there is the people when it comes to the goofy personality, because my family is very like, always have a good time. Like, there's never any drama. Every time we get together, we're always laughing, cracking jokes, playing pranks. Like, oh my God, nothing compares. And then when I go to DR, a lot of people are like that. So it's like, oh my God, it's like my family, like my actual Dominican family. Everyone's like that. I'm like, oh, okay, I thought it was just my family. Like, the whole island is just. I love the people there the most, I would say. And then the beaches are beautiful. Like, I think that might be like the nicest beaches that I've seen so far in DR.
Yeah,
so beautiful, beautiful beaches. I love the beach.
For me in DR, I love the caves and stuff. I love going to like go see the caves and everything. I think they're so cool, and I was so obsessed with them when I was little, and I always wanted to go. So I finally went to a cave. I was like, oh my God. So going to caves are so cool in DR, and like going like ATVing, is it what it's called?
Yeah.
Like, I think it's so much fun and all the activities and stuff that comes with it. I love it.
That's so fire. Oh my God. And let me just tell you, Dominicans always know how to have the best fun.
Oh yeah.
It's just like a party every single time they walk into the room. So the energy, I feel that.
Yeah.
Hands down. They're the best. And so I think, like, especially just in life, I don't know what's going on with the men in the world. They're just all acting so crazy and insane, like low key. And I feel like it's so great that you guys are all Latina and you have each other to support each other, because Latina women are so strong, for real. And so I was just wondering, like, the music industry is incredibly male dominated. Thank God women are starting to take over a little bit, but still men and their egos, whatever, bye. But I was just curious to know, like, what is a gap you'd want to see filled within the music industry for artists like yourselves?
I would say being more hands-on. I definitely see more like women taking control. Like, when it comes to your sessions, like, learn Pro Tools, learn Logic, like, learn how to engineer your own sessions, learn how to record yourself, learn how to do those harmonies, learn how to produce. Like,
yes,
we gotta be hands-on and be like, you know what, we could do that too.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. I love going, like, just seeing like labels have big CEO, woman CEO, and just like having them at the top. I think we don't have enough woman representation, as in like even Latin women. I feel like there's and I feel like they understand where us young girls come from, and like,
yeah, of course,
they have like a connection because they're like, I was her once, and I feel like that's amazing.
Yeah.
And I think we really need to see more women up there.
Yes.
Right. Is there like a label that you have, if you guys wanted to get signed, is there a label that you have in mind that you would like really love to work with because they have strong female representation?
I don't really know.
I don't know, because I would have to dive in deeper and be like,
like do more research and stuff.
Yeah. Right. Okay, fair enough. Well, since I'm putting on to poetry, you know what I mean? Interscope is definitely my favorite label, hands down. Barreline, I cannot speak about her enough. She's like their rising star A&R, and she's a couple of years older than me. I'm 20, how old am I? I'm 23. She's like 26. I forget sometimes. But she's Dominican, and she started off with nothing. She made her own way. She's like the youngest A&R rep to rise in the industry. She's phenomenal. So definitely check her out and see what she's about. Like, her vibe is on point. I'm obsessed with her, if you couldn't already tell, just a little bit. That's so cool. And literally, definitely more representation. But I'm so proud of the women that are in the industry now because they're really doing the damn thing and they're really just paving the way. You know what I mean? And especially for you guys too. Again, strong Latina women in a girl group, united, not fighting, not catty. Like, obviously, we're all gonna have our off days, but you know, it's just so great to see you guys together in this energy. So I'm really enjoying it, and I'm here for it. And I'm just so excited. And unfortunately, this is our last question, but we do have a couple of questions in the little box below that I'll get to. But I just wanted to ask you guys, and anyone can answer this question. If you could describe music with one word, what would it be and why?
I would say universal as a word because because I feel like music is a one language that, and let's say you don't speak Spanish or English, you listen to it, you could really feel, I would say, with like the way people sing, the words, the emotions behind it, whether you understand the language or not. Right. So I think one universal language that everyone could understand.
Yeah, that's a great word.
Love that. Is that the word for everybody, universal? Because I love that. I'm here for it.
I was gonna say.
And emotion. Yes, I feel like every song has its emotion.
Right.
Really.
Yeah. No, those are two great words. Love that, guys. A great time. So happy to be interviewing you guys. I've interviewed you, had a chance to get to know you. Really, it was such an honor. I'm going to get to the questions. Oh my God. Okay, there's 5 questions now. Everybody calm down. Okay, so sorry. I guess one of the top questions in, how would you describe your upcoming album? Or is there one coming up? That's like the top question that was asked.
Ooh. I would say unexpected.
Yeah. Yes.
That's the word.
Unexpected.
I think that's a good
For sure. I don't think anyone's really expecting it from us, so I would rather just leave it there as a surprise.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's completely fair. I want to wait, and I want to be like mind blown. I'm gonna be mind blown either way, but unexpected, you got me even more hype. Oh my God, I'm gonna. Oh my God.
I don't want to be biased because it's our music, but I love it.
I hope you love it.
Yeah.
There's this one question that says, what do you girls think about a tour for all Latin America? So are you planning on touring soon now that COVID restrictions are kind of starting to lift a little?
I know. That's a dream. That's a hope. You know, once the album is, almost done and everything, I think that's definitely the next step.
Yeah, it's definitely tour. Right now, we don't have any plans for tour, but definitely we want to. Yes. Soon.
Yeah.
Right. Someone had a question. What was it like becoming a group?
It's just fun, man. Like, we're here sharing everything. We share absolutely everything, like our name says.
Yeah.
And just making music, having that sisterhood, traveling, like everything about it is just amazing. It's incredible.
That's so great. I'm so glad to hear that. Period. Okay. There's so many questions. Oh my God, guys. What makes you different from other girl groups? Great question.
Great question. Great question.
I feel like our personalities, I wouldn't say no other girl group has great personalities, but I'm saying as in like us individually, I think every girl stands out, and I think our personalities are just so open and understanding and talkative and love to we just love everyone in a way. So
right.
How well we mesh, I feel like, how cohesive we are with individual at the same time.
Yeah.
For sure.
Definitely. No, you guys are so dope. I think you guys have things that are going on that are different, but also mesh well, which is the girl group dynamic, which I love, because it's just the energy for me. I know I keep saying it, but it's really the energy for me. So, for real. Thank you guys so much for all the questions in the little box. I think we pretty much got to all of them. And thank you, Bellardo, so much again for doing this interview, giving us the time, agreeing to even be part of this issue. It was so important to me. It meant so much. So being able to put you guys on a platform along with some other really dope Latin artists. It was so much fun. Guys, you can check out issue 7 on our website, naturalsoulrhythm.com. Link in the bio. And a little selfless advertisement. We do offer artist development packages for styling, graphic marketing, website design, and artist development. So if you're an artist, hit us up. First consultation is totally free, and we're here to help you guys out, not suck you dry of money. So it's really just about putting you guys on a platform that's supportive for you and your dreams. Bella Los, is there anything you want to say to the people before we go?
Love you so much. Keep being yourself. Keep dreaming. You know, keep working hard for what you want. Continue going for it. Don't let anyone stop you, and just always be yourself throughout it.
Love you.
Love you guys. This whole interview will be available on our page, so stay tuned. Good night, Bella Dos. Good night, everybody. Love you guys so much.
Bye.
Bye.